Bruh. Bruh. Bruh, this. Chillin and killin with the wifey. There we go. Live chat open. Season 1 begins July 20th, 2023, baby. We'll do that later on. How do I? Oh, has not unlocked access to my current world tier. I had to drop my world tier, that's why.
I'm not ready yet.
That do be making sense. Level 52. Yoga shot. I gotta go to world tier 2 real quick. I might have to go get one of my other headphones. These ones, if they're gonna be staticky like this. I feel like it only happens for Diablo though, that's the crazy thing. It only happens for Diablo. Like, what the fuck, dude? Pouring a soda.
I'm not ready yet.
Just pouring a soda. Yep. World tier 2, go to... Didn't mean to go to social. Level 40 now. Oh, cool. Stop. Hello there. Where are you in the world right now? I wish it showed better where you were. There we are. You're all the way over here. Have I even been here? What did you want to do? Did you want to go do a dungeon? You want to go do some dungeons? Like Whispering Pines? I marked it on the map. Let's see if I can make it to her. I don't know where she is or what she's doing. Let me go find her. Oh, she already moved. She moved to Kyoto Shed. Okay, I'm going back there. Your phone is almost dead. Plug it in. Plug it in. You have a charger in there. See? Soda. I poured a soda. Pepsi sure has changed its color. The clan she's in. I don't have anything on me, right? Nope. Cool. I think she has to sell some stuff real quick. I wonder what's in the shop right now. 2 ranks of trample, that's cool. If it wasn't already weaker than what I got. 2 ranks to polarize. Tornado strength. Oh. You ready? I'm gonna go ahead and start heading over towards the dungeon. Unless you want to do a different one. You should be able to, whenever I get there, there should be a portal in town open for you that says teleport to me. Yeah? Okay. If you want to either wait till I get there, or if you want to just kind of start heading there with me. Whichever the case may be. Just go to ones you haven't done, and then we can go from there. Okay. I haven't done most of them, so if I end up redoing one, it's fine. On the road again. What's this? Oh yeah, it blinks on the map. I still don't. It does blink on the map. That do be true. See how that place that looks like an entrance blinks on the map whenever you get close to it. You don't have a horse yet? Yeah, you could have just stayed in town, and then there's like a teleport to me button for when I get here. Damn. Oh well. I was like, where did you go? Oh, you're back in town. Okay. There should be a portal in town that says to teleport to me.
I'm not ready yet.
She's got to be in a loading screen right now. Oh, she's here. I think. Yeah. Anyways, you could get a charger by me set on the box. Yeah, I'll plug the charger in over by you. Just give me. Let's do the dungeon real quick. Don't get freaked out by my power level. Man, this guy's strong. silly goose.
The trees themselves seem to whisper a warning of this place. Long ago, Astaroth's demons ravaged the land
spider
and
wings.
left a
Oh, look, we
bloody
leveled up.
lake. Astaroth is gone now, but his shadow persists. There are still things here, dark things that hunger. Only death awaits them in its roots.
I'm not ready yet.
Right now I'm just picking up everything for the gold.
I must wait a moment.
Gold, gold, gold.
I'm not ready yet.
I'm telling you, man, that trample is just so much fun to play.
I must wait a moment.
Got hit with that petrify.
I must wait a
After
moment.
death effects always get me, man. Always. Hey, you got the Deep Pockets challenge. Very cool. Look at you. I don't know. Paragon point.
I must wait a moment.
I don't know where all these Paragon points just randomly coming from that aren't from leveling up. That was close. I feel like I'm just getting them at random. Is that crazy of me? Honestly, it looks like you went with Shadow Imbuement.
I must wait a moment.
Looks like you went with Shadow Imbuement. Very cool. Alright, gotta go up there or down there. I'm thinking up there. Up and to the right.
I'm not ready yet.
Oh, it's locked. Never mind. Don't come up here. We have to kill the two gate. It's the place you have to go to after you kill the two gatekeepers.
I'm not ready yet.
Hey, get back here. Don't run away.
I must wait a moment.
Oh, I found one.
I must wait a moment.
12K. Let's go. you see the other
I
one.
must wait a moment.
You're already on him. Shit. Alright, back up. That, he has that after death effect.
I won't last on my own.
Yeah, eat that damage. Oh, nope, they're still going. Go ahead and pop that down. Alright, 3 out of 5. Four out of 5.
I'm not ready yet.
Ooh, so close, so close. One monster away
I'm
from
not
5 out of
ready
5. One away. Rip. Alright. Complete a world event while in a party. Okay, yeah. Cool. Eventful coordinator. Couple titles, you know, no big deal. Big and famous. Oh, hello. Man, it does that a lot. Just kind of teleports you to the other side.
I'm not ready yet.
I knew it. And the league was gonna be popping up.
I'm not ready yet.
Bruh.
Wait a moment.
Just the sheer amount of times I can reuse trample with those kills. It's so nice that the one that allows that to happen rolled max like 8 seconds, dude. 8 seconds of cooldown is taken away, and it only has it's only like a cooldown. It's only like a 12-second cooldown skill. Play all the enemies. We have split up. There you go. Dangerous.
I must wait a moment.
Yep, got away from my cooldown skills. Okay. Bro, come on. Stop summoning shit. There we go. Weird, that little firestorm.
I'm not ready yet.
There's only one over here. Go ahead and take care of that. Psych. I was never in danger. Ooh, we're gonna have to fight a
I'm not
boss.
ready yet. I'm not ready yet. I must wait a moment.
Yeah, these guys ain't lit. Hey, welcome. Let's go fight
I'm
this
not
big
ready
bad
yet.
boss. Spirit Caller of Squalls, huh?
I must wait a moment.
I got the song Sour Patch Kids stuck in my head right now for some reason.
I must wait a moment.
Like, just being able to just trample.
I'm not ready yet.
It's a wild concept. Nice, nice. Nice. Alright, I'm gonna go get you a charger if you want to just kind of head to the next dungeon. Or head to town or whatever the case is. What's this? Looks like a trap. I'm gonna go get you a charger. I was explaining to her my druid and why I like it so much.
I must wait a moment.
Go down after each dungeon, yeah. And then we were talking about going to town after each dungeon.
Chillin.
I'm probably just gonna end up selling everything. I probably won't be picking up anything that's better than what I have.
Hard bargain.
Yeah. I mean, it's all my level, I guess, kind of. Not really.
I'll work on that later.
I wasn't really picking up a lot of gear that I'd be using in World Tier 3 either, so. Did my Paragon. I think I'm gonna go boom, boom, boom. Yeah, so I get 14 more intelligence. Yeah. I need 10 more intelligence to unlock the bonus of this. Oh, she's at her stash. I guess I'll just head to the next dungeon.
I'm not ready yet.
If you want, we could do strongholds. That's good.
I'm not ready yet.
I wonder how it would work if I did a stronghold, if we went to... Like, if it's a stronghold I did and you haven't done. I've done all this. I have. Oh, I've done all the strongholds in Skosglen. Nice. There's still 2 strongholds I haven't done in Fractured Peak, though. The Core, Dragon, or Dragon, and Nostrava. Never works. Dungeons are faster, though? Yeah, true. Alright, my Skosglen Renown is at 1,000 now, so... I need another 400 Renown. And I've only done 4 of the dungeons in Skosglen. So we'll do more there. We can do that one next. You know, now I'm wondering. You've only done Nostrava? Yeah, I haven't done that one yet. I'm wondering, because there's the teleport to your person option. If I were to enter a dungeon on a stronghold that you haven't done, what would happen? Because that dungeon shouldn't be unlocked for you yet. You know what I mean? Or like, would you even be able to, like, the stronghold's cleared for me, would you go into... What would happen? I can still do it. Happened with your mom. You can still do the dungeon. Oh, did y'all do Nostrava? Stupid werewolves trying to fight me. You can teleport to me now. Yeah. Nice. So you did a Nostrava dungeon and she teleported to you, and then she got to do the dungeon without actually having to complete the thing. That's interesting. That's kind of cool. Like, I've done the Pharaoh's Den dungeon already, but I haven't done Twisted Hollow. Both of them are dungeons in a stronghold that you wouldn't have done. Well, we did Nostrava together too. Oh, like y'all did the Nostrava. Oh, like y'all did the stronghold together. Or are you saying y'all did just the dungeon together?
I'm not ready yet.
Also, if you want to split up in dungeons, so you don't feel like I'm taking your kills, it's fine. Oh, both. Oh, see, I'm wondering if I was already in the dungeon of a stronghold that you haven't completed yet. What would happen if he teleported to me?
I must wait a moment.
Unless you're saying, I don't know. I think I'm misunderstanding what you're saying.
I'm not ready yet.
It's to let you. Okay, yeah. Okay, I think I get it. I get it.
I must wait a moment.
He sends warning, and I don't think it completes it for me. Oh. Okay. So basically, you did this. You did the dungeon with my mom, and then when she realized she didn't have the stronghold done, y'all did the stronghold together after. I'm guessing is what happened. No? Oh. Okay, so y'all didn't do the stronghold together at all.
I'm not ready yet.
I'll explain to you later. Okay. I just feel more lost. Oh. I found where the pedestal goes. Oh, you must have the stone pedestal. I can see.
I must wait a moment.
Oh, do you not have the stone pedestal? No. I take that as a no.
I'm not ready yet.
Alright, I'd say it's either here or here. My guess is probably more over here.
I'm not ready yet.
Do it for the gold. Now that I think about it, I need to throw on consumables. We'll just do the cold resistance one. Just for the extra experience. I can't wait till you complete the campaign.
I'm not ready yet.
So you can you can do the capstone dungeon and unlock world tier 3.
I must wait a moment.
It's not over here. Alright, it's in the other spot.
I'm not ready yet.
Where did you go? Looks like you left the dungeon. Oh, you're just by the entrance. Oh no, you left. Oh, no? Oh, you're back.
I'm not ready yet.
Dun, dun. I don't know how, but I remembered that.
I'm not ready yet.
Everyone is just a dying.
I'm not
Little
ready
too
yet.
close for comfort there, buddy.
I'm not ready yet.
They go. Oh, we gotta collect animus. Here, you go that way, I'm gonna go this way.
I must wait a moment. I must wait a moment.
Every strike is a critical strike. Ain't no way, bro. Why are there so many of them in here? Did I just fight 4 of them? Like 4 elites at once? Crazy. Another one.
I'm not ready yet. I must wait a moment.
No, I gotta get that gold.
I must wait a moment.
I mean, it's okay, I guess. Damage could be
I
better.
must wait a moment.
Oh, he's poisoned. I was like, what is up with the 27th? That's poison damage.
I must wait a moment.
Alright, well I found the tunnel we'd be taking to go fight. We're still missing 1 or 2 more. Ooh, I'm gonna pick that up actually. Might need that later. Oh yeah, there's one here, one there. I see you're at one. I'm gonna go to the other one.
I'm not ready yet. I must wait a moment.
He is not getting out of here alive. Let's go. Yeah, it looks like you went with a shadow imbuement. Is that right? Is that right? Did you are you using shadow imbuement? Yeah. How do you like it? The like whenever you kill someone after the shadow imbue or whatever, and they like explode. Do they explode for all of, or well, I guess I don't. If you've only done shadow imbuement, I guess you wouldn't exactly know for sure. But if you have checked out the other ones, do they explode for like all of them? I've fought this guy before.
I must wait a moment. I'm not ready yet.
He's stunned. Get him while he's down. He's weak.
I must wait a moment.
More Scosling renown. Let's go. Very cool.
I must wait a moment.
Alright, to town. Some lingering damage like poison. That makes sense. The poison one makes sense. What about the cold one? Does the cold one explode? I have a rogue, I just never checked. I've only done shadow imbuement because that's what the leveling guide calls for. And I can see why. Oh, I need that. Glad I picked that up.
I'll work on that later.
Like, there's no way in any world, no matter what the substats are, there's no way I could use this. Minus 637 damage per second. 0% chance I would ever use that. I don't care what the substats are.
Cheek on it.
You know what I mean? Alright, I need to put these in my stash. They're gonna be future video material. What is it? You get 10 stash tabs now? Yeah, I'll buy a new slot. You can name them too. You can edit it too. What? Oh, you can. Oh my gosh, that's beautiful. color it. Looks like a color for all the different gems. And then you have a special, like, oh, you want a potions tab or a trash tab. Yeah. Interesting. It's cool. How nice of them. Yeah. You can have a tab dedicated for each gem. The gems aren't worth really keeping around, in my opinion. At least as of right now.
Not while I'm in town.
Nobles. Mine are still maxed. Can I? I'm gonna link that in the in the party chat. Can you?
Hello.
You should be able to view that in the party chat. We can like view each other's items that way. Look at that though. Almost this item I got that I just linked. It almost has a, if I could upgrade it one more time, it'd have like a 20% cooldown effect.
Greetings. Greetings.
Alright, where's next? Pretty sure I've already done Hive. Whispering Pines. I guess I've done it. Haven't done this one. Twisting Blades orbit for a short time after they return to you, dealing 10% of Twisting Blades return damage per hit. Based on the distance the blades return, the orbit damage increases up to 20% of the return damage. Okay, we'll go there. I'm gonna start making my way to the dungeon. She didn't say anything about my cut destroyer.
I cannot do that here.
Go ahead and knock this out real quick. Thank you. The dark keys. Alright, you can teleport, or well, I would wait till I finish loading screen, but you can teleport to me. Wait for her name to disappear. Scotland Renown is at 10:30 now. 130. This one must be World Tier 4, I guess. This raises your obol max by 80. Wait. Two. Oh, I guess there's only 5. 1, 2. 3, 4, 5. Slay the corrupted charges.
Must wait a moment.
Got him. Gosh dang grizzly bears.
I'm not ready yet. I'm not ready yet. I'm not ready yet.
Got that. Here's one. Hey, get over here.
I'm not ready yet.
If you get the chance, I highly recommend making your way over to me because there is a massive amount of gold on the ground over here. From this fight I just got into. I'm sure there's a lot for you too.
I'm not ready yet. I'm not ready
Bow
yet.
charm, war mallet. Nice.
I must wait a moment.
Go ahead and get those little shits,
must
those
wait
thorn beasts. I hate them. I hate them with a passion. They're like little mosquitoes. Ow. Oh, there's one of the corrupted tusk chargers up here. I got it.
I'm not ready
Close call there. Holy shit. Nice try, Mr. Bear. Only one more corrupted charger to
yet.
go.
I'm not ready yet.
pass that opportunity up. Where's this last charger?
I must wait a moment.
Hiding from us. Here you go. How are y'all on that god roll grind? Yeah, basically. What's up, Kiwi? How you doing? Just kind of chilling and killing. We're just doing a bunch of different dungeons, trying to do as many dungeons as possible before the new season. Get as much renown as possible and stuff like that.
I'm not ready yet.
You know.
I must wait a moment.
Yeah. Finally, the last touch charger. Oh, and oh boy, that dust charger is charging. Oh, that was close. The Joe stuff.
I must wait a
Well,
moment.
that's neat that this game has seasons. I didn't realize it was a live service game. Yeah, and it has seasons. So every season is a chance for the game to bring new content and new content ideas. And so if the content does well in the seasons, they integrate it into the actual game. So a lot of people really like to play the seasonal content because it's like playing a new game for the first time a lot of the times. Like there'll be new mechanics, new gear stuff like that.
I must
And
wait a
so
moment.
in seasons they can like test whole new ideas to add to the game without any repercussions. Because if people don't like them or they don't do good, then people don't they don't add it to the main game. So it also just kind of helps create a more polished base game as well. Oh, let's not die. I hate after death effects. They're awful.
The forest filled with endless howling. Since this felt tight
So
against
theoretically,
the
if the season
creatures
does
of the
not do
night.
well, it will be a one-time chance to get its respective content and thus become something like a collector's item. Kind of, yeah. If it doesn't, like, the items that were added will be added over to the base game. But they won't. But new systems and mechanics won't. So, a good example is in this new season, they've already announced what the content's going to be. It's like Malignant or whatever, like Malignant Hearts, which spawn kind of this event thing where you can kill an ultra hard boss or whatever, and they turn into caged hearts, and then each heart has a different color associated with it, and so you can put it in like rings or amulets, and they're supposed to be like game-changing types of add-ons to your gear is the idea. And so I'm trying to get there. And so if people really like that idea that's making them like stronger or whatever the case may be, then they will add that mechanic of hunting for these like 32 new different malignant hearts or caged hearts or whatever it is to the actual main game. But if people don't like it, then they get removed from the game entirely. Like even because your character your character from a season doesn't get carried over. Every season you have to start a new character. So that's another thing people like about seasons is everyone is starting completely fresh every season.
I must wait a moment.
We did it. We did it. We got the mastery. We did 5 out of 5 waves.
I'm not ready yet.
Hell yeah, babe. Sounds like a good system. It's basically using players as guinea pigs. Yeah. You're essentially kind of a guinea pig that's testing, you know, new content for free. And if it's good content, it gets added to the game. If it's not, it doesn't. And like I said, something that a lot of people like about seasons. I see. So the items themselves become a permanent part of the game assets, but the events modifiers game mode will not return to seasons that do poorly. Yeah. And another thing people like about seasons is because every season you have to start a new character. Your characters don't carry over, so every time you start a new season, seasons tend to last about 6 months. Every time you start a new season, you have to start a new character, and what people like about that is that it's like everyone starts on a level playing ground, fresh start, completely new.
I must wait a moment.
Makes sense. The developers are getting live data on real people. I wish Warframe did stuff like this. Yeah, it'd be a good idea. Ramp. All right, let's shred this guy.
I must wait a moment.
Oh, he's getting slept on. He's getting slept on.
I'm not ready.
He's toast. He's toast. He's cooked. Wrong way.
I must wait a moment.
He found out he's not shit. There you go. It's a really fun concept. I really like it. Rock and Roll 9 and I, we would play Diablo 3 seasons occasionally, and we would start like a seasonal character. And it's just, it's a lot of fun. I'm surprised Rock and Roll 9 hasn't said anything in chat yet. Warframe has a lot of content, but most of it's spread across different environments, and the game modes mechanics remain the same. Yeah. Yeah. I get what you mean. And then they just kind of do a huge, like content update or whatever. And then it's like, that's the new thing. Yeah, with this, imagine it's like they do think of it as, like how there's hot fixes. Imagine it's like a 6-month hot fix of testing out a new content idea, and players essentially are play testing the new content idea. And if they like it, then it can just get added to the base game. I'm trying to play, man. Sorry.
It's simple. Buy armor, love Chico.
Oh, yeah, keeping that. Oh, yeah, keeping that.
I'll work on that later.
Division 2 is something like this, in which the seasons will make the enemy AI behave a certain way or have unusual perks. That's interesting. Did I don't know if you've seen me play Diablo yet. I think you have. But
Come back when you're
I like Diablo 4 skill tree much better than Diablo 3's.
I'm not ready yet.
Or like how they did the skills. I still like Diablo 2's better just because of like the whole synergy aspect that it had. But this one is pretty cool, and I do like Paragon points too. I like the idea of Paragon boards and Paragon points. This is the Paragon, so once you hit level 50, you stop getting skill points and you start getting Paragon points. But yeah, the skill tree is a lot cooler, I feel like, in Diablo 2 compared to Diablo 3. No problem, I understand. Yeah. Alright, where's the next dungeon? That one's done, that one's done. I guess we'll do that one. many Paragon points you can earn? Yeah, in this one there is. In Diablo 3, there wasn't. So it really depends. Some people like the endless one better. Some people like the hearts have like the hard set end better. And this one, level 100 is the max level. So you stop getting Paragon points from leveling. But there are other places outside of leveling you can get Paragon points. So there's these little things called Altars of Lilith. There's a set amount for each area. So Altars of Lilith in this area, Skosglen, is 34. There's 31 here, 34 here, 33 here, and 28 here. Not all of them, not all the Altars of Lilith give Paragon points, but you do get some from there, and then you also get some from maxing out your renown in a certain area, meaning doing most of the content in that area. And so you can maxing out your renown in an area gives you another 4 Paragon points, but so maxing your renown in all 5 areas gives you 20 total. And also you can teleport to me whenever you're ready. Rock and roll behind. No, it sounds ridiculous to be able to max out everything because it balance out the windows, but man, do I love to go ham. Yeah, that's what. That's one of the things I kind of liked about Diablo 3, is the Paragon. The leveling was infinite. You could level as much as you wanted. And so you could get as many Paragon points as you wanted. And the way it worked was there were 4 different Paragon areas, and so each level it rotated between the 4. And then in all 4 areas, each Paragon thing could go 50 levels total. So there was like, except for 2 areas. 2 areas had 1 each. Oh, that's some tasty water. In Diablo 3, 2 areas had 1 each of that had an infinitely max outable, like an infinitely amount of Paragon points you could put into, which was one was like your base skill, like strength, dexterity, or whatever it was, and the other was like your max life or something like that, and you could essentially kind of infinitely max those out. Oh, that's the area you gotta go into. I'm gonna go the opposite way. And so, essentially, you could have all the way it worked is you could have, like, all of the skills, all the Paragon points except for the infinitely maxed ones, ready and, like, close to maxed out by, level, I want to say it was, like, 800 or between, like, 800 and 1,000. I can't resist games like this that has skill perk trees. It's a lot of fun. I'm definitely gonna play the the seasons, at least check it out, see how I like it. There's also like a battle pass, but battle pass only offers like cosmetics. It's not like the battle pass only offers cosmetics, so like horse cosmetics and player cosmetics. There's also a PvP aspect. There's a lot of stuff. Lots of stuff. I highly recommend it. It's a lot of fun to play. I know some complaints that people have voiced are they don't like the end game content as much, because it's all the end game content really is just grinding dungeons over and over again to like max out your gear and stuff like that. Essentially just grinding dungeons so you can get a better piece of the same gear you have or whatever, or just better gear in general. And so the end-game content isn't as verbose as other games. but
I must wait a moment.
as they add more seasons, I imagine that'll change. I think I might pick up this game in the future, but not soon, since there are many titles that have yet to release this year. I get what you mean, yeah. There's not really any other titles I recognize that are releasing this year, or that I've seen that have really excited me. Like, look at him trying to run away from me. Silly little goose. There is no escape. Like, how do I, like, there, like, you know, I guess like, really any, because if it's not like a kind of main name title, like, you know, like Diablo, I haven't heard of it, just because I don't really, like, I don't really look into, like, new video game releases like I used to.
I must wait a moment.
I need that. If that makes sense. Look at him just running away. Poison. I'm gonna run out of health potions.
Not ready yet.
Here we are.
I must wait a moment.
That was close. Oh, it's Starfield coming out, and hold on.
I must wait a moment.
For one, there's Helldivers 2, which is basically a clone of Starship Trooper, and it catches my interest because I love horde shooter games. Like, Gears of War horde mode. Okay, yeah, I kind of get what you mean. I never played Gears of War, but I know what you mean by the horde kind of games. I get what you mean. Then there's Remnant 2 and Starfield. I've only heard of Starfield. That's the Bethesda one, right?
I must wait a moment.
I personally don't have my hopes up for Starfield. With just how Bethesda games have gone and released recently, I am prepared to be disappointed with Starfield. Yeah, correct. Okay. I hope it's not disappointing, but like just with how Bethesda games have gone, just the last couple, you know, Bethesda games, even their flagship ones, man, they fucked up even their flagship ones. I am prepared for it to be sad. Or I'm prepared for it to be not what everyone is expecting, you know? my god, we did it. Kept all 3 of them alive.
I must wait a moment.
Good job, babe.
Take this, my friend. It's not much, but I hope it helps.
Same. I think caution has merit for
Something
Starfield.
for your troubles.
Thank you.
You deserve this.
Because the scope of
seen
such a
anyone fight
game
like
is
you.
ambitious and the best application of blunders of all kinds. Yeah, exactly. I agree. Especially just like, I mean, they're literally making what it sounds like they're making is like literally No Man's Sky. It sounds like they're just making a No Man's Sky. You know? Except smaller. Yeah, that's better. That's a better way of putting it. It sounds like they're making a smaller No Man's Sky. Star Citizen's development had gone better. Starfield would have a real struggle to catch attention. Oh, you think so? It doesn't help that everyone and their mom is waiting for Bethesda to drop Elder Scrolls 6. You know? Oh, it's not letting me join. There it goes. That was weird. Dead mother.
I'm not ready yet.
Uh-oh.
I'm not ready yet.
Come on now.
I'm not ready yet.
Yeah, it's dead. Let's go. Easy. But yeah. It sounds like, from what I've heard, I haven't looked too much into it, because like I said, I'm not expecting much from Starfield. But from what I've heard and seen already, it sounds like Starfield is just going to be another No Man's Sky.
Hard bargain.
I got tips on sleeping in tomorrow. Okay, sounds good. Yeah, because Star Citizen is one of the same sci-fi exploration genre, but instead of playing alone or with a party of 4, you can play with many other people. Oh, okay. I'm always getting some good gold from all these dungeons.
Shake on it.
I mean, because, I mean, whenever I was doing dungeons on tier 3, I wasn't really getting anything good, keepable from there either. I'm at 3.2 million gold now. I probably need to fix my shit. Never mind, I don't.
I'm not ready yet.
Alright, what's this one? 116 and, oh, they're both the same. And I can sell this. Where did I get? Oh, I leveled up. I was like, where did I get that paragon point from? Level 53. Only when you die? Yeah, that's what I think too. I agree.
back protect you.
Alright, next dungeon. Already done Twist. Oh wait, no, I haven't done Twisted Hollow. Guess next can be you. What waypoint have I not found here? Because I haven't found one of the waypoints here. Don't know which one that is. Do you think this game would benefit from a player-player trading system, or do you think the game is fine as it is? I don't know. I have a little bit of mixed opinions on it. Or I have mixed feelings on it. I think a good trading system is very nice, and it is definitely probably more beneficial than not. Potty break? Okay. I'm gonna get to the front of the dungeon while you do your potty break. And just let me know whenever you're ready. Because you can trade. You can already trade items in the game as long as they're yellow. You can't trade legendary items, and you can't trade like unique items. They're all account bound. And I think it's both a good and a bad thing. But I think it's probably more bad. Not having a trading system, because there are people that genuinely do use the trading system, but when there is like a trading system like this, like that implemented, people tend to use it for like third-party things, like people use it for like what's a good example? Like black market auction houses and stuff, or like how people will use the trading system in World of Warcraft, where people will use in-game real-world currency to buy, or people use real-world currency to buy in-game items. You know what I mean? I mean, people already do it with the current trading system for yellow items and other items in the game. People already use in-game money. More people. Yeah, I understand. Yeah. It's like, there's no stopping it. It's going to happen no matter what. If there's any amount of trading, people are going to buy and sell. And it's going to like, that's another thing people really like about Seasons is all the items are or everyone's account is brand new. So there's everyone starts with a blank slate. There isn't any oversaturation of any items. I forgot about that. All right, I'm in the dungeon if you want to teleport to me. But yeah. But I would say it's probably more valuable to trade than not. I don't know. I say that, but then even if you could trade like legendaries, a lot of people, if they got a legendary for a certain character that they couldn't use, they would just make a new character with that and save it or whatever instead of trading it more often than not anyways. I don't know.
I must wait a moment.
I don't know, man. Personally, I don't use the trading system ever, so it doesn't really affect me.
I must wait a moment.
And oh, you've done this one early. So.
Not ready yet.
I don't know. I say just have the trading system. Because there are people that do use it for whatever the reason may be that isn't just, you know, buying in-game stuff with real-world currency. There's people that use it for the right reasons, but... Personally, I think it's fine if people choose to buy game items with real money because it's coming from their own wallet. Yeah, I don't really have an issue with it
I
either.
must wait a moment.
I don't really have an issue with it either, honestly. It's just like it's a bannable thing,
I must wait
and they're giving these people a way to do this thing that they will ban you for in the first place, you know? Plus, when they do stuff like that, literally and if they violate TOS, then that's on them, and it won't affect other players. Yeah, I agree.
In 3 more.
And probably the most annoying thing about it is these you get like spammed friend requests.
Way to protect my home.
I'm not ready.
Just in the past 24 hours, I've probably gotten like 10 or more friend requests from fake accounts, like accounts made with their name being by Diablo 4 or WoW Gold. Blah 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 blah. It's like this whole long advertisement of a name, and then they like spam friend request you, and that's only happening because of the trade system. That shit's annoying. LMAO. Oh no, yeah, and I report every single one of them. Like, I don't care if you want to have that whole business on the side, but the moment I get multiple like friend requests or you spamming these friend requests at me, I'm reporting every single one. Like, that shit is annoying, bro. I've gotten 0? Yeah. Lucky. Lucky. You're doing God's work, thanks. The only thing I could see as a downside is accounts getting banned, which removes players as well as this super rare item from circulation. Yeah. In Diablo 3, when it first launched, they had the marketplace thing. It was an interesting way of doing things. But in Diablo 3, when it first launched, they had the like auction house marketplace or whatever, and you could load up your credit card into the game, and you could buy. People could put an item up for auction on there or up for sale on there, and it was a direct transaction between players that essentially was facilitated through Diablo 3. And like, so if you got a super rare item, you could throw it on the auction house, and people could load up their credit card and buy it through Diablo. No way. Well, yeah. It didn't last very long because people complained about it. People complained about it being like, oh, it's pay to win. Like, someone still had to farm it. It's not like Blizzard themselves is doing it, but whatever. That's nuts, yeah. It was fucking wild. But like I said, it went away very quickly. I think World of Tanks did that too. There's a game that does it right now. It's a space game. It's a very, very massive space game. You can buy like the ships or like items in the game for money or whatever, and then you can sell it or whatever. Like, say you're done playing the game, at the end you can sell all of your items back. I'll have to look at what the name of the game is, but and it's all done through the game. And so I think the way it works is you buy and they're like in-game currency. You buy and they're like in-game currency or whatever, and then you use the in-game currency to buy items in the game from other players or whatever the case may be. And then you can say you don't need or want that item anymore. You can sell it to someone else and then trade that in-game currency for real money.
I must wait a moment.
It was a little different though. Oh yeah. Basically, it gives top performing players of a season a golden ticket to enter an auction to have a chance to buy limited edition tanks, basically collector's tanks that can't be acquired anymore. Oh, okay. I get what you mean. I've seen similar concept ideas.
I must wait a moment.
I've seen similar concept ideas. I forget the name of the game I was just telling you about. I'll have to look it up.
I must wait a moment.
But it was such an interesting idea, and I looked into it. I was curious. I was just curious. I was like, man, if that's a thing, like, why isn't it a more popular game? I've heard about people like, you know, and it's apparently it's like very hard to like actually make money from the game because, like, if you want to actually make money from the game, I guess you essentially have to like no life it.
I must wait a moment.
And those tanks aren't just for bragging rights, they were pretty powerful themselves. Nice. I know, like, you know, all those mobile games,
I'm not ready yet.
like the base builder mobile games especially. Well, there's just one that's, it used to be very popular. It's still, I mean, kind of popular, I guess. It's called Lords Mobile. People buy and sell items in that game as well, or they will buy like in-game resources for money. And I knew people, because wife and I used to play it a long time ago. I knew people who would have an entire guild of like bot accounts that would farm specific resources to where they would get like an insane amount of resources an hour or like a day, whatever the case may be. And like it's like people could like, you could farm and sell enough resources. People were like making a living off of it, off of selling in-game resources in a mobile game. I mean, there are people already that are making a living off of, specifically like Chinese players are doing it, making a living off of selling services in Diablo 3. Whoops. Selling services in Diablo 3. Of like carries, gold, stuff like that, items. But the fact that the concept is the same, like you could, that people are doing it and you can do it, and they're like making like a living off of a mobile game, selling in-game currency from a mobile game is wild to me. Gotta respect the grind, but that work is disgusting. Yeah. Yeah. Because it gets so big or so powerful that they pretty much push everyone else out of the market. Becomes a monopoly. You'd be surprised, not really. It's a very competitive market in the mobile game one. You'd be surprised. Very competitive. Because, I mean, there's, oh my god, there's people who also like sell their accounts. They'll like buy and sell accounts as well. Huh, interesting. Yeah. And like it has a pretty large player base, and it's especially popular in China. But like, depending on like what gear they have and how much stuff they have, some of the, here, let me finish this boss and I'll explain it, because the market for it is insane, because there are people that become, specifically, they have like the black market for that game is wild. They have people who make a good money just from being a middleman for selling accounts and stuff. Like they facilitate the deal on selling accounts so people aren't getting scammed, or so people don't get scammed. And so you have like your trustworthy middleman and stuff like that. Like the market is actually crazy for it. And so, But yeah, it doesn't become a monopoly. There are, of course, some that are kind of, I guess you could say, more popular than others, but there isn't like one that is like dominating over any other one. But so here's like an example. Back when my wife and I played, buying resources, so you could buy, people tend to buy resources at a minimum of 1 billion of each resource. There's 5 resources: stone, wood, food, gold, and ore. Gold being the most expensive resource because it's the like most used one. Oh shit, I need that. It's the most used one or whatever. So gold would be like the most expensive.
Hard bargain.
And so you could buy them individually for like 1 billion individually, or you could buy like a 1 billion of all 5 resources, if that makes sense, for like a slightly discounted price. And when we were playing, if you were buying 1 bill of every resource, it was like 30 bucks. It was like $30 for a billion of each resource, which sounds like a lot, but that guy I was talking about that had like a farm specifically to farm resources was pulling over 1 billion resources a day easy. He was clearing well over 1 billion resources a day with his farm. And so and like you'd think like, oh, 1 billion resources, that's crazy, but some of these top accounts that battle for like Emperor and stuff in the game that do these big events killing off their troops will burn through like 500 billion resources in an hour on one of those events. Like 500 billion of each resource an hour. And so they all have, a lot of them have their own designated person they buy from during those events that will be there and specifically transferring them resources the whole time through the event. And they'll pay like $1,000 to this person to just keep transferring them resources through this whole event, keeping them up on it. Well, that sounds about right. Buying in bulk usually has benefits of sorts by way of discount. Yeah. But continuing on that note, so some of these accounts are so like expensive because you can buy whole accounts. Some of these top accounts are like so expensive. They have a special group chat that you have to be invited to specifically for buying these high-end accounts. And there, I'm sure the devs have noticed. Oh yeah, they know. They don't, it's more of a they look the other way kind of thing. And this guy's never got caught for botting. No, the bots are so advanced. They have specific ways to make it so that they don't seem like bots. It's like it's this whole thing. It's crazy. But some of these high-end accounts on this game, how do the devs get their cut of the money? They don't. The game here. Let me just give you this little tidbit of knowledge. Some of these high-end accounts, like the highest one I've heard of selling for or being sold for is it was what's called an Emperor account. So it's an account that has Emperor gear, which is this like strongest gear you can get in the game. It's more of a flex than anything. I mean, it is super strong too, but it's also a huge flex to have like this Emperor gear. The account was selling for $500,000. Keep in mind, they definitely put more money than $500,000 into the account. Yo, yes. What the fuck? Yeah, you're telling me. And that's not including the middleman fee. I mentioned how there's middlemen to facilitate deals to make sure that it to essentially make it not a scam. So the way it works is like 2 people want to sell an account. It's normally through a designated middleman or whatever. I'm at the dungeon if you want to come join though. And so like it'll be like, okay, person A hands over the account to the middleman. Middleman holds onto the account. Person B sends money to person A. Once middleman and person A have both confirmed that person B sent the money, middleman hands over account to person B. Is essentially how it works. And then the middleman gets a cut of the money that is that person A pays that cut. So like, and the average cut is like 10%. So if you were to roughly 10%. So like a account selling for like 500,000, that person is paying an extra 50,000 on top of that just to the middleman. But how do you trust the middleman? I mean, to ask, how do you find them? If they always talk through line. There's designated line groups and stuff in the game. Because it's a guild-based game, so there's already like guilds together, and normally like any more dedicated players use Line, a messaging app, to communicate with their guild. And so all the middlemen and stuff are online as well, and it's normally a connection. It's like, oh, I used this guy before, or they're like known, they're like more known in the community of being trustworthy. The moment a middleman tries to scam someone or whatever, it is found out immediately, and once that is attached to their name, no one ever uses them again. Which is pretty dumb on the middleman's part if they were trying to do the scam, because they may scam for like a free $1,000 shirt, or for $1,000 or whatever, or they could continue being a middleman, become trustworthy, and be making like $1,000 every a reoccurring $1,000. You know what I mean? Reputation based, yeah, it's heavily reputation based. It's honestly just such a unique system. It's very interesting. Very interesting. And I mean, you'd be surprised at like it's not that hard to get a decent account. You just need to like play the game like you would any other video game. Like it would have to be like your main video game, which a lot of people do, as you can tell, with $500,000 accounts. But you know, for a mobile game, some people don't do that, obviously. I don't know. It's definitely interesting, that's for sure. Like they often have like whole guilds that will sell or buy, or like they will sell items together as like a guild. They'll like work together. So they have like monster hunt guilds or whatever, and they will just general stuff like that. It's like, I don't know, it's deep. It runs deep, but the guy that I was talking about, who has his own like he has a guild's worth of bot accounts that farm resources so that he can sell to like whales. He's in a guild of people that just kind of black market sell things in the game, and they make enough money. They as a guild, they decided to they all had a trip to Vegas so they could meet each other for the first time.
must wait a moment.
they the entire like guild of like 30 people or 100 people, however, or whatever, I want to say it was like 30 of them, decided to get together and like meet in Vegas and have like a Vegas trip together, which is wild to think about.
I'm not ready.
Ow.
I'm not ready yet.
Six fools, 10 quill rats, 3 rabbits, and are on the tree.
Get him. Murder.
Large bears. You don't want to take thief by hunting such fearsome creatures. I say, when will we have this chance again?
I'm not ready yet.
I love these bits of trivia. Are you talking about all the just information on some random mobile game I told you about? Oh yeah, and then there's also like there's, you know, that every game has their in-game currency now. This one used gems, so you could like speed up things with gems. You could all these different things with gems, and so of course there was also a black market on how you could sell gems, on selling gems as well. So these accounts, these like bot, the way they double dip is these like bot accounts getting all this amount of money are also selling gems like 100,000 at a time or whatever the case may be.
Ready yet.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. These accounts like are selling gems also like 100,000 at a time. It's honestly, I've done them. I've done the math on it before. You can, even in the US, you can make good money from it. You really can.
I must wait a moment.
If you just kind of lean into every single thing through about the game and every aspect that kind of stacks on top of each other that you can sell in game,
I'm not ready yet.
you can make a decent amount of money. Kind of crazy to think about. Speaking of game markets, I still think CSGO collector's knives are silly. Yeah, I mean, I'm under the impression people don't even use knives to get kills in the game, so it's ridiculous that people go crazy over knives that they don't use. Yeah, I think it's just, you know, like other general cosmetics. It's just a flex. You know?
I must wait a moment.
Like, I guess the best way to put it is, think of it as like in Warframe, there's specific mods or guns that you won't use, or specific Warframes you won't use, but because you have it, because of the drop of it, and how rare it is, it's just a flex to have it in general. You know what I mean?
I'm not ready yet. I'm not ready yet.
There, I guess? Oh no, over here. That's a good way to put it for someone to understand. I can see it. Hell yeah. On a side note, I think it would be neat to implement item randomization in the game so you can have the option to sell your unwanted items or gamble it for the prospect of getting a nutty item back.
I'm not ready.
I think I know what you're talking about, and if we are talking about the same thing, they already have it. If I'm thinking correctly of what you're talking about, they already have it.
not ready yet.
Oh, very nice. Yeah. Whenever we go to town after this, I'll go on a little exploration for you and see. I don't know why I'm wasting my time killing that guy.
I must wait a moment. I'm not ready yet.
That was close. Ow.
I must wait a moment.
But yeah. But yeah, we don't play that game anymore. It's just you get like
I'm not ready.
it's one of those games, like it's fun at first, but it eventually gets to a point where if you want, you have to like it becomes like a point where you pretty much have to spend if you want to be able to stay. Either you have to spend or you have to like no life the game all the time to be somewhat competitive or relevant in the game. And if you do stay free to play, you will never, and like I mean never, you will never be a top player ever.
I'm not ready yet.
0% chance. Yeah. It becomes a job. Yeah, it becomes a job, and you're not even getting paid for it. Some people still do enjoy it, but people just tend to get burned out after a while. People that do have a nice flow of income and can afford to just pay money and keep buying more troops or upgrading their gear and stuff, you know, they continue to enjoy the game, no problem. And you know, that's fine. It's on them. If they don't mind, if they want to be spending hundreds or thousands of dollars on the game. But for any normal person that doesn't want to be spending hundreds or thousands of dollars on a mobile game, then it becomes just not fun anymore, you know?
I'm not ready yet.
That's why I'm afraid to return to mobile gaming. No way. Yeah. Yeah, I get what you mean. It's very, like, they use, obviously, people have said it before, they use, like, very predatory tactics to get people to spend money in mobile games. I have no issue not spending money on a mobile game. Like, I have no issue just not spending money. So... there's a game the wife and I are playing right now that we've been playing on and off again for like 6 years. It's called Summoner's War. It's a turn-based RPG. So if you want to keep grinding, you gotta pay to continue. No, you can grind without paying. You can grind without paying in the game. It's just, I forgot I got that. It's just, it takes a lot of time. It takes a lot more time. You're essentially paying to take the time away. The duration of Grizzly Rage, I don't use that. And it's a low roll anyways, fuck that amulet. Gated by time or resources. It gets especially worse than when they introduce seasons with the time-limited items. Oh yeah, I get what you mean. I get what you mean. I haven't really seen anything like that in the games we played. Like, there isn't really seasons in, I mean, there's, like, RTA seasons, I guess. We can get rid of one of them. It's only 2 armor difference. We can get rid of one. There's, like,
Farewell.
RTA seasons in Summoner's War. But it's not, like, really, it's not anything that you can't get ever again. If that makes sense.
Come back when your second skin needs a bandage.
Alright, so here, let me see if I understand what you're saying.
I'll be
More
seeing
stress
you.
than necessary when the grind is so slow and tedious. Yeah, I agree. Yeah, it makes sense. Yeah. But like, so where is he? I think he's up here. In Lord's Mobile. Alright, so at this person, you can extract aspects from legendary items. The reason I can't do it from these or from this one is because it's an aspect I already extracted and I put it on that item. So you extract a legendary aspect and it goes in here. You can have your collection of legendary aspects that you can then put on put on an item. So if I want to have an aspect, I say I extracted this one and I want to put it on because I get a better helmet, and then I can just put it on a helmet later. I'm falling asleep. Okay, you can go to bed. Go to bed. Go to bed. Go to bed. It's okay. I love you. I have a bad habit of liking games with RNG. It's almost comparable to gambling, except you're using your time as currency. I get what you mean. Yeah, I totally get what you mean. I don't mind games with RNG. Pretty much every game has some form of RNG aspect to it these days. So, alright, this is what I think you're talking about. So say I have this item, and say I don't want the 14 to all stats. Put it in here. I can re-roll the stats as long as I have the materials. Or I can re-roll the strike chance. Does that make sense? But yeah, like I can re-roll the stats on it, or a specific stat. I don't know if I can do multiple, one at a time or not, but yeah. Let's upgrade. Hell yeah, dude. Hell yeah. Upgraded a little bit. Alright. I can't max it because I don't have any of these Forgotten Souls. Yeah. Found during the Helltide. Yeah, I have to do more Helltides. But yeah, so like for Summoner's War, the RNG is for summoning. Or, oh yeah, back to Lords of Mobile. Yeah, time gated. A lot of stuff is time gated. You can go to bed, babe. It's fine. If you want to go to bed.
Goodbye.
So like, of course, and like, you know, the war. You're not gonna say goodnight to me? Of me? I see how it is. I get it. No, it's cool. It's cool. It's cool. But, so like, in the, in the base builder game, of course, you know, it's like it takes time to like your building to upgrade, or for a research to complete. You can complete researches to like make your troops stronger, or you get more resources faster, stuff like that. Turn the TV off, I'm too tired. Yeah. Hold on, I'll finish my explanation here in a second. Alright. So, like I was saying, and so, you know, some things like the research takes time. There are some researches in that thing that, so you have like gear you get in the game on that you can wear on your character. There's war gear, so you can make specific, like an infantry attack stronger or a range attack stronger, whatever. There's also research gear, so you make your research faster. But even with maxed out research gear on, there are some researches that take over 2 years until they're done. Now, it takes over 2 years for that single research to be completed. And, what the fuck? Yes. Now, you can get, why? Because as you upgrade more stuff, it takes longer and longer. Like, there's multiple that will take well over 2 years to complete. I've completed some that take like 2+ years for the single research to be done. I've completed them. But there's a caveat. 2 years for a game timer? Yes. But there's a caveat. You can, in game, from like hunting monsters or from doing events or like chests or whatever, you can get speed up timers that speed up the thing. The max level one, which you can only get from buying, is a 30-day timer speed up, or you can either buy it or you can use gems. And the game is very generous with its gems. Like the game is very, very generous with giving you gems, to be fair. Like 100,000 gems in the game, you can get really easily. I had an account where I had like a gem harvesting thing maxed out, so every 30 days I got like 80,000 gems. So in like 30 days, I could get like a shit ton of gems. What a clever way to add grind. Yes, exactly. So you can like grind for these speed ups, or you can get like the highest speed up thing you can get for free, I think, was a 7-day speed up. And so that is what some people they pay gems for. So like you will buy from a gem dealer, they'll sell you gems at 100,000 at a time, and you buy like speed ups from the gem dealer. Or well, let's do this nightmare dungeon real quick. Or you don't have access to Shadow Plunge yet. Look it up. And so like There was a time I did the math because Raquel and I, when we played it, we both are like we are spreadsheets people. It doesn't matter what it's for. It could be for a game, it could be for something in real life. It doesn't matter. We like our spreadsheets, and so we created a spreadsheet of like we would create a spreadsheet for different things, but like we would create one for all the different speed ups we had. And there was a time where I had like an account, because you know their accounts with like maxed out research and stuff like that until they add new research to the game. But there was a time I had an account, and my account had like over 5 years of speed ups on the account. I wonder where it is. I bet you it's in Kyrgyzstan. It's the only place that makes sense. I can't help but admire the cleverness of it. Instead of making the timer a purely passive thing, it incentivizes players to keep playing the game. Yes, it's genius, and it allows them to sell more packs, because they can sell timer packs, which they sell you. There you get with the packs, they sell you like a set amount of well, wait, what was the dungeon called? Where they give you a set amount of timers from that pack no matter what, and then you also get chests, which the chests are the ones that people care about. What the fuck, Warframe, take notes? Yeah. And the chests are what you care about. And so the chests you can get a range between like a 1 day off timer, like it takes a 1 day speed up. We call them speed ups. A 1 day speed up, or you get a 30-day speed up if your RNG is lucky. Just stuff like that. Shadowed plunge. Shadowed plunge. Let me look up where this place is. And so yeah. So not only did it incentivize players to grind more in the game and do more stuff and do their events and whatnot and grind their different content, it also encouraged buying packs. It was a double whammy. Oh, it's in Hawazar. Oh, it's a stronghold. It's in a stronghold. We are gonna have to do a stronghold then. I hate it when it shows me like a zoomed in portion of the fucking map. Like, goddamn, if I don't know where it is, what do you think zooming in a small little area is gonna fucking do for me? Like, what the fuck? Alright, it's over there. It's here. So instead of waiting 3 days to craft a warframe, I can collect boosters to speed up the fabrication. Yes. And so, yeah, exactly. Imagine it's like, instead of like 3 days though, say there's like super special, say they add a way where it's like you can do warframe enhancements that aren't just from the corruption or whatever. Say they have like a special warframe enhancement research. Like they added a whole new research tree to warframe. And so you could upgrade your warframes through research, but the research takes time. But you can grind speed ups, and so like say there's one research and it's like, but it takes 30 days. But you say you can grind a specific level or a specific area of content to get speed ups for those days. Does that make sense? It's the same concept. But now imagine Warframe also sold you the ability to just bypass waiting.
I need more time.
So if you had the money and the means, instead of grinding the content, you could just spend the money. You could just drop like a couple $100s or whatever and max it out. Except in this game, it'd cost a lot more than a couple $100 to max out the research. Like as I said, there are accounts that sell for $500,000 with insane gear. Yeah, that would be huge. Big fans would benefit from it. Yeah. Honestly, there's some things that mobile games do have like figured out that are actually kind of like it's figured out because they use it as a money making aspect. But like, if it wasn't just for making money and it was like more of just content for the game, it would be a lot. It would be fun to implement in a normal game. I don't know. Some people wouldn't like it. Oh, those aren't people. Got it. Some people wouldn't like it. I guess. I don't know. A lot of people would. A lot of people would hate it. They would see it as pointless. But the thing just randomly shoots out and stuns me. Shitty. But you can't please everyone. I don't think it's a bad idea. What turns it, if it was implemented in a regular game, say like Warframe, what would turn a lot of people away from it is if people could just spend money to override the weight instead of having to grind content, you know? I feel like that's what would set people off the most. There's some people that wouldn't like it at all in general, no matter what. But I think a majority of people just would be turned away, or a majority of people would only be turned away if you could bypass the weight with real money. But, you know, to each their own. Oh, okay. Stupid eyes.
I'm not ready yet.
I think it would be nice to have the option of someone wants to stay out of my mind by me. I'll do me, they will do them. Yeah. I don't have an issue with it either. I'm just saying people would make a big fuss out of it. People already make a fuss out of like the least major things. There are people that can. I assume you haven't played Path of Exile. Damn, that hurt. I assume you haven't played Path of Exile, but in Path of Exile, they have like inventory, and then they have like inventory slots, and you can pay like $5 to increase the amount of slots you have in your inventory. And there are people that think that that's like pay to win, and it's like a shame on the game.
I'm not ready yet.
People just want to have something to complain about. Of course, it's impossible to please everyone, but I'd rather have the option to do things multiple ways than to have only one avenue. I agree. If someone wants to spend their money on, someone wants to like, I was in that after death effect. I hate after death effects. They're so annoying. If someone wants to spend their money and waste their money on that when they could have just grinded it, it's like, who cares? Who cares?
And observe the madmen of
That's their money.
And it does appear the cultists have learned to
Like,
live among
you're
the
like,
snake men.
as long as they're not using
They
like
don't seem to
predatory
be applied in
practices,
any
you know?
way other
Like, as
than
long
a
as they're not like
mutually
using
parasitic relationship. If the cultists are directing the snake men,
predatory practices to get people to spend money in the game, I don't see an issue with
perhaps
it.
they're nurturing them in some way. Backwater.
I'm not ready yet.
people, what I think is interesting is people complain about pay to win stuff, and they're like, oh, they'll just speak with their wallets or whatever. But clearly, the majority of consumers don't actually care, which I think is probably is kind of sad, because there are some like really bad like pay to win things, like pay to win aspects to certain games that essentially make it, if you don't pay, you literally cannot play or compete in the game. And it's like, just don't play the game. And a lot of people are like, oh, if they do this to this game, it's going to ruin the game. No one will play it. But then the game is, if people are playing the game, it is making like millions of dollars. Like, here's an example. People always shit on and talk about how shitty and dumb mobile games are and how every mobile game is pay to win or whatever. But considering that there are an insane amount of mobile games that make, like, the entire mobile game market is making billions a year. Billions a year. Clearly, the majority of people just don't care. People don't care. Like, the game is making an insane amount of money. It's more incentivized for them to do it than to not.
I'm not ready yet.
And, you know, you can look at it whichever way you want, but
I'm not ready yet.
personally, if a game gets to a point where I cannot play it anymore, if it's advertised as a free-to-play game and it gets to a point where I cannot play it anymore without spending money, then I personally am not going to play the game anymore.
I must wait a moment.
Getting all the bullets up here. I'm sure there's one around here. There's always at least one at every stronghold, from my experience.
I'm not ready yet.
Oh my. It's probably over here. Yep, I can see it.
I'm not ready yet.
See, look, you can see it right here. Look in the corner. Just got it from the car. From another one. It's a different one, because dexterity has been increased by 2 for all characters in the realm. Like, I'm gonna do this real quick, and then I'm gonna, actually, no, I just killed everyone. I'm gonna stop right now, just so I can report them. Gold trade 1, number 22964. Like, it's literally the exact same fucking, almost the exact same name that I reported and blocked before. Almost the exact same. D4, D2R, WoW, golden items, use code, whatever. Wants to be friends, like, is their whole name. Spamming third-party sites to sell in-game items for real currency. Like, another one, bro. It's crazy. That's the cool thing about sandbox games or survival exploration games. It wants for the game and maybe the DLC as well, but after that, you can have some cool different powers. Oh, that reminds me. Hold on, how much? Okay. I'm gonna do the stronghold and then do this nightmare dungeon and then it's gonna be about my time, but there's something I wanted to show you first. Oh my god, that poison is insane. Look how much fucking damage I did. Wild. They did it. They made druids great again. Ooh, a sacred legendary ring. Let's go. Edge Master's Loop. Skills deal up to 20%. Ooh, a max roll too. Increase damage based on your available primary resource when cast, receiving the maximum benefit while you have full primary resource. Everything I use right now is all cooldown, so I always have maximum primary resource. So all my skills will always do a 20% increased damage, if that is the case. I do this on Twitch too, but I haven't seen bots around as often anymore. Maybe Twitch actually did something. Maybe, yes. When I think I've streamed on Twitch once or twice since I started streaming on YouTube, but I have noticed on Twitch not as nearly as many accounts popping up in stream to be like, buy followers, blah 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 blah. I don't know. Could also have something to do with that I reported every single one, and at least Twitch actually responds with like we looked into it and we agree that they violated our thing and have been banned or whatever. Like at least Twitch actually looks and like gives you a response that they did something about it. Blizzard doesn't reach back or say anything if they did anything about it. You just report and block them. You should report every single one of those advertising bots. Yeah, it just because on a whole, it just makes the platform shitty. Yeah, it makes me feel good, and they are fast about it. They're super fast about it. Because like, they take action within 24 hours. Yeah. I've like gotten off stream and gotten a response before I went to bed. On some occasions. See, look, even the stuff I pick up in World Tier 3 is not even really all that usable. Except for this is nice. 54 life regeneration while not damaged. 15% vulnerable damage, which is like almost a max roll. 10% physical damage, which is a max roll. 10.5% damage to crowd-controlled enemies, which is a close to max roll. And then the legendary aspect is a max roll. Like this ring kind of fucking balled out a little. I don't use core skills, so Mother's Embrace unique ring I don't really even need. We're gonna check this out. We're gonna replace Mother's Embrace. Like this rolled pretty well. Very nice. Sacred white gloves. I'll rekindle the Wanderer Shrine over here. Yeah. Yep. It's nice. I wish Blizzard did the same. Like, I wish they told you if they had done something about the report. So nice to see you. Paragon Point. Intelligence. We should have that now. Yep. Oh, 20% damage increase. Need to unlock this rare node and get another 20% damage increase. I also need to unlock this glyph socket, so I can put a glyph in there. Alright, let's do this nightmare dungeon. But yeah, oh my gosh, I haven't mentioned it yet, but some of my videos or streams on YouTube, some of my streams on YouTube have like popped off. Like I've had some streams. It wasn't like the funny thing is it wasn't like while I was streaming kind of thing. Like I've been averaging while streaming. It's between like 3 to 6 concurrent viewers with like 10 roughly unique viewers for every stream. People will pop in, kind of, some people will stay and just kind of watch for like 30 minutes and then dip or whatever. But I've had, there's one stream I had that I did from like 3 or 4 days ago, and and people have viewed it since I ended stream. Like they went back and they essentially watched the VOD, and it has like 40 views from that. And I don't know why. I've also been making thumbnails. You can, if you look on my channel, I didn't make one today because I just didn't have the time. But I guess I should edit the stream. My wife just went to bed.
I'm not ready yet.
Oh well.
I must wait a moment.
That's good to hear.
I must wait a moment.
Hold on, let me kill this guy real quick. Cannot stand in the after death effect.
They will have the honor to mate with our
Good to hear. I'm
lords.
curious how YouTube will respond.
The virile offspring should allow us the power we need
YouTube's not going to do
to
anything.
take back the camp
That'll
from
say
these
once try a
heretics.
streaming platform once his Twitch contract is terminated.
However,
Do not
envy them the process that will surely be deadly.
And navigate.
Service demands sacrifice.
So here's my experience since switching. YouTube has a better visibility system than Twitch. Flat out. I can actually see my stream. I can see how my stream has actually been recommended to people. I can see how long they like watch and stuff and whatnot. And I'll give an example in here in a minute, because the reason YouTube has a better, in my opinion, visibility, like it's easier for your content to get pushed to someone. The reason I say that is specifically because what is it? What's it called? The way that Twitch has like searching for content. People, when they go onto Twitch, if they're not just looking for their regular content creator that they watch, because people normally go onto Twitch ready to already watch someone else. The majority of people. And if that person isn't, if that person isn't streaming, then they just don't get on Twitch. Or if one of the people they watch isn't streaming, they just don't get on Twitch. But there are some people that will like kind of explore a little and
I'm not ready yet.
like, you know, I guess you could say branch out and look at other streamers. Now, this is what makes Twitch worse, is it doesn't have any good way to recommend content or a person that someone might like to people. The way people want to say they want to watch specific content, people look up the game that they want to watch be played. And then you are placed, and then you're just kind of placed in a certain area on a list based off of your viewership. And so people with lower viewership are almost always at, not even almost always, are pretty much always at the bottom. And so it comes down to it, it's like harder for newer people to get visibility on Twitch. That's why people say it's impossible to grow natively on Twitch. Like, it's pretty much impossible for it to happen. You have to branch out and whatnot, which a lot of people don't have the means or capabilities or time to do so. And I think it has to do with how Twitch's searching works. The reason I think YouTube is because YouTube is video first. People come to Twitch to watch specifically live streams. People come to YouTube to watch videos. So that does give live streams a disadvantage. But if it is content that someone is looking for or looking at, the live stream can still, or the algorithm for YouTube is so fucking good that it can recommend, because I've been recommended streams before, and I don't watch really live streams in general, but the algorithm will still recommend them to me because it thinks I might like the content. And that's just because of like the homepage. You know what I mean? Another hot cover will just replace the lens. But yeah, do you get what I'm saying? You know, like it's because of just the way that, because Twitch does not really have like a recommendation system or like an algorithm per se. It just doesn't exist. And so you're just kind of getting shit at random. And a good example of that is Twitch added a new thing for their statistics or analytics you can look at, and it's and I do have some gripes about it. I think there's some things that are good, but I do have some gripes about it as well. But so, like, for example, it'll give you suggested categories to stream in. Suggested categories to stream in, which are normally they're either popular games for the time, like Diablo, a game that you like recently streamed in, or super niche games that like very few people are streaming in at all. And those are pretty much the ones it recommends. And so when it recommends these things, whatever it recommends these games to stream in, it tells you how many channels are streaming in that category currently, and then it tells you the average viewership amongst the channels. And this is where I have an issue with it. It tells you the average viewership amongst the channels, and this is just how many viewers are in there right now, and then how many channels are streaming it, and then it just averages that. And so like a game like say it recommends some niche game, like say, oh, like play Raid Shadow Legends, for example. It says play Raid Shadow Legends on stream because there's 11 channels streaming it, and there's an average of like 54 viewers per channel, when in reality it's like there's 10 channels with 2 viewers for each channel, and then there's one channel with like 100 or like 1,000 or whatever makes the average correct. You know what I mean? And so that's like my issue with it, is it's not an accurate representation of like that you would be able to get viewerships or not. It's more of a, but it at least offers something. It at least offers some like relevant statistic kind of. The thing I find that is interesting about it and good and makes me not really want to return back to Twitch, because it made me realize that I would just have no chance, is another statistic in there is, so it has the amount of channels streaming in that category, and then it has the average channel viewership in that category, and then the third one is it has what your expected placement is in the search for that game category. Shit. Hold on, let me... Alright, we're okay. So, for example... God, I hate that thing. I hate these little stupid game mechanics for Nightmare Dungeons as well.
I must wait a moment.
Where it's just like, haha, this little random thing can just come out and fucking murk you. And you just have to always watch out for it no matter what. And you have like almost no reaction time to it in the middle of a fight. So, alright, here's an example of kind of like what made me realize that I definitely would pretty much never have any chance at Twitch. Is like not being able to create content, stuff like that. And not being able to natively grow on the platform and whatnot, specifically. I'm picking up too much stuff. I'm picking up white stuff for a future video idea, because there's something I want to do. It's gonna get me loaded a But the third thing is your channel placement and the search term, and when they search the game, and a lot, and I mean like for popular games, because obviously I'm not gonna stream the games that like almost no one's watching. I'm not gonna stream those games, because the reason why they have high channel averages is just because they have one channel in there that has a very high viewership.
I'm not ready yet.
Fuck, dude. But yeah, and but like for a game like Diablo, my channel placement in the search was like the 10,000th channel, which means people would have had to scroll through 9,999 other channels before they found mine.
I must wait a moment.
And it's just because, like, you know, I have, you know, a low average viewership. They're gonna promote channels that have more viewers, obviously. But yeah, 10,000th place on a game like Diablo. I would have never been found. Would not have happened. I would not gain pretty much any viewership from playing Diablo.
I'm not ready yet.
Oh my god, I got it. What? Why is there still monster here? Like this guy. Let's go ahead and drop something useless real quick that I know no one else is going to pick up. How do you think this could be improved in a practical sense? I personally think maybe the platform ought to allow you to create a list of favorite tags, and then... Yeah, I think a tag system might work, but it's just... Again, it's not going to really get better. And that's because there is no... an algorithm for Twitch just simply doesn't exist. Twitch could say there's an algorithm, I would say immediately that bullshit. There is no recommendation algorithm on Twitch. Can't upgrade anything. I could, but I can allocate the XP. I don't know what I want to use though. When an enemy damages you, they become vulnerable for 3 seconds. This cannot happen more than once every 20 seconds. Major magic skills deal 10% increased damage to crowd control or vulnerable enemies. Yeah, we're gonna do that one. Thank you. Alright. Let's go back to search. And then on the same page, you can say something cheeky like share the love and show the rest of the channel streaming what you had searched for. Or any game that you search, it will show whichever channel with the tags you have favorited in a dedicated action tab or a page. On the same page, it can say something cheeky like share the love and show the rest of the channel streaming what you have searched for. I think that is better than what they do now, but I think it's only a temporary solution for a larger problem. And that larger problem is just the fact that Twitch, because people are just going to metagame it and add as many tags as possible, or there's going to be like certain tags that are more searched for than others. Stuff like that, you know? It's just going to get... The core issue with why stuff like the issues that I have with Twitch, it's because there is no recommendation system. Like, for YouTube, at least, there is a chance that I'm streaming right now and my stream has popped up on someone's homepage, on someone's front page when they open YouTube. It's not perfect, of course, because it's hard to tell what every specific person is looking for at any given time. Yeah, exactly. That's what I was saying. That's what I was saying. It's like a temporary solution to a larger problem, and the larger problem is that Twitch doesn't have any kind of recommendation algorithm. Time classic method is to just above the top channel's highest view count channels in your face at the top of the page. I think it's unrefined. So as opposed to making it a personalized experience, the platform makes it a sort of the most popular experience. Yeah, I get what you mean. Or yeah, that's what it is. It's serve the most popular. That's why the larger Twitch streamers just keep getting larger.
Shake on that. I've got sharp, blunt, sinister. Yeah, give it over.
Salvage these. I really don't care for the Mother's Embrace, honestly. Not gonna lie. Don't mean to sit. Same thing, of course.
Come back if you need the forge.
I hate seeing hot covers on my Twitch homepage. Oh, because... So as opposed to making it a personalized experience, the platform makes it a serve the most popular experience, and to me it makes no sense because every person has different likes and dislikes. I hate seeing hot covers on my Twitch homepage. And I can't get rid of them, but I see them because they are popular. Yeah, exactly. That's exactly it. You will, on YouTube, you will never get served with a hot tub streamer. I don't even think it's allowed on YouTube. I'm not 100% sure though. But odds are you will pretty much never get served with a hot tub streamer. But since Diablo coming out, if you like Diablo and you've watched some Diablo gameplay or you've watched some Diablo videos, there is a chance that my stream will get recommended to you, you know? And that's what the difference between YouTube and Twitch is. Twitch doesn't have that. Not to mention all just the seemingly bad decisions Twitch has been making. More people are leaving Twitch, more people are going to stream on Kick. More people are going to, you know, stream other places. It's only a matter of time, I feel like, at this point before Twitch falls. But I don't think it'll happen as soon as people are making it seem. You know what I mean?
I must wait a moment.
Like, it's not happening anytime soon. But next 5 years, maybe 10 years, maybe. There's a chance Twitch might not be around anymore. Or at least it definitely won't be anywhere near the same. Just like, here's what I think. Because I take it back. Twitch does they kind of have a recommendation algorithm, kind of. But it is specifically for clips and VODs. And it's not even from, and this is where I think the issue may lie. Here's what I think Twitch should do. I think this is actually a good idea. This is what I think Twitch should do. On the homepage, there should be a section of recommended clips or VODs to watch. Here, you don't even have to do VODs, just a recommended set of clips. Say they can base it off of what you've kind of watched more recently. Because the clips or whatever, there's actually some kind, like if you watch, like say you watch some Apex Legends clip, it can recommend you a clip from another content creator that you haven't seen. You know what I mean? Or it'll actually recommend you, or like say it's from, say you watch a Diablo clip, it will actually like recommend you another clip either from that person or from a new streamer. And it would one, add an avenue of watching different content on the platform that is native and built into the platform, as well as it would be added visibility for newer streamers. Another thing to add on top, I think popular channels ought to have their own dedicated tab that you have to click on to see them. This way, smaller viewers can get some visibility. Oh, I get what you mean. So like these larger channels, so say they have like, say it's a channel that has like over 1,000 viewers on their channel at that point in time. That channel has its own little special tab in its category. That's a good idea. So like smaller channels have better visibility. Yeah, I like that idea too. Thus you can discover more people. Yeah, it's a good idea.
I must wait a moment.
Okay, what do we have here? 35 and 81. Ooh, that's not as much of a difference as I wanted. But it's something, I guess. We have 87 and 116. Again, not that much of a difference, man. 395, 396, nope. 782 and 395. 68, 53. We'll get rid of the 87 one. We'll also get rid of the 396 one. works for now. Yeah, because the large channels are already a known quantity, people will look them up anyways, so let people look them up. Instead, the platform should advertise the small ones. Yes, exactly. But, I mean, they're not going to implement these changes. The recent changes have just been, let's just take the money away from content creators. It's been the recent changes. You know what I mean? That's the recent changes they're adding. They're not gonna add that stuff.
I'll shake on that.
All right. Oh, we got a couple nightmare sigils now. Cultist refuge. Ooh, I like these. We'll do them tomorrow. Sad Cove, yeah. Onyx Hold and Ancient Lament. Dry Steps and a Fractured Peaks one.
That to you then?
Very cool. Or Sad Corpa. Yeah, Sad Corpa indeed. So, you know I do coding, right? Kiwi. Close that out. Here, let me close a couple things out. Let me open a couple things up. Because I want to show a couple things off. So my actual like created content videos have been doing meh. They've been doing like this video has 8 views, 6 views, 4 views, 7 views, 14 views. But my lives. Your Nerf Bomb project? No, not that. That's not really too much coding either. Like I'm not doing the coding on it anyways. Strong Matt is. I'm gonna be doing the CAD designing, like the for 3D printing. Okay. Yeah, this is something different. Let me open up. Let me go ahead and yeah, there we go. All right. See, look at this. 8 views. See this thumbnail? See that thumbnail? I made that. See how I've gotten better at making thumbnails. This one I didn't make. Obviously I didn't make these. But this one, I made this one. It's probably one of my weaker ones, but yeah, see, look, this stream, 22 views. This stream, 41 views. 10, 7, 7, 8, 6. Mucho bueno. Yes. I have gotten better. So obviously, I have some streams that this stream did very, very poorly, and I know why. It's because of the title. I can't do like more kind of Twitch-esque titles. You have to have like your titles have to be crafted. Doesn't matter if you have a thumbnail. The title is just come hang out. No one's gonna find that in the search, and it's not gonna be really recommended. So it got like low viewership. I've also been learning a lot about videos, titles, and thumbnails doing this too. My title game, my thumbnail game has gotten a lot stronger. And as you can see, some videos, some live streams pop off because of it. I say pop off, but obviously 41 views is popping off for me, especially on a VOD. So yeah, interesting stuff. 53 subscribers. All right, now. True, it's a very fine detail that's easily forgotten. Yes. Now, secondly, coding. This one. Just I'm gonna open up one that has more refined properties. No, wait. I take it back. Fuck. I'm not gonna open up with more refined properties. I'm just gonna pull up the pictures. So there is a thing online that you can spend money on. It's called Craft Picks, and you can buy. YouTube is not Twitch, so you must use YouTube terminology and titles to get visibility. That's big brain right there. Yeah, big brain. When you say it like that, it's just common sense, you know. Wrong. Hold on, I'm looking for the file. I don't like going through my files and stuff on with the stream open. All right, so Craft Picks, you can like buy like assets to use in like video games or whatever. Like it's called Craft Picks, and you can buy like, you know, pixel art related stuff. And so I'm essentially coding a video game for practice, because I'm trying to practice for like my graphics coding and C++ coding in general. And so like I spent $5.50 on all of these. Like not each one, the combined all of this was $5.50. And I'm gonna make essentially kind of like, for practice, I'm making essentially kind of like this dungeon crawler-esque game that you can see right here. And this is an example tile set of all the different assets being used in the game. That's neat, yeah. And so I'm in the process of coding right now and playing around, because I'm trying to learn the library as well as practice and stuff. All the green is comments. That's like a comment I made in the code. That's what this green is. So if that tells you anything, this is all just comments. And right now this is what I have. Boom. A single floor tile. It's probably gonna be like 5 floor tiles for a row and 3 or 4 rows. I'm not sure. It looks exactly like a few games on Steam. Well, there you go. And also I have it so that it can change, I can change with the click of a button. But yeah, working on it. Strong Mad said that whenever I finish it, he'll test play it for me. He'll test play it for me. But yeah, this is just kind of an example of how it works. But I get all of this, all of it is mine. There's more too, actually. Animations, fire. So you have a GIF preview. Since this is the fire and 7 images, and since it's you know, you can essentially make your own GIF and it would look like this. Isn't that cool? And that's the 7 images just being cycled really quickly. I don't know what this is. Probably just a different file. Text file, license, and readme. Yep. Yep. You get the idea. I just realized how silly that name is. Instead of Fury, it's Mad, but of the strong variant. What do you mean? Strong Mad? Well, his Twitch name is Strong Mad. His Discord name is Strong Sad. Strong Mad, yeah. Oof, yeah. Yeah. But yeah, he doesn't comment on YouTube. Depression better than, or depression less than strong sad. Yeah. But yeah, so that's what I'm working on. I'm trying to learn a library and better coding stuff, and so I'm essentially building a game on top of it. So do you like D&D or know what D&D is? I'm gonna blow my picture up while I talk about this. Do you know what D&D is or like D&D? Yeah, I know of it, but I'm not intimate with all the inner workings. Okay, so the reason I'm doing this and doing the whole game thing is because my ultimate goal that I think would be a really fun passion project is making a application for like D&D. I watched one D&D stream and it was a blast. Yeah, I really like watching Dimension 20. But so my ultimate goal is having essentially an application that can help DMs create campaigns. So like say you can my ultimate goal is to create it can like create maps or you can like create dungeons with it and stuff like that. And it has like pretty much like, you know, Dungeon Master's Guide stuff in it and whatnot. I think it could be a lot of fun, and you can like use it for your players and or whatnot. So that is like my ultimate passion project. Also, something really cool is if I get really good and learn and get really good at SML graphics and coding, I can create my own visuals for videos. So that's another cool thing. I can just, you know, if I wanted to, I can just code up visuals for the video really quick. If I just need pixels to move on a screen, don't need any like game mechanics or advanced stuff like that. So, yep, that's the ultimate goal. It's like a triple whammy. So, working on the game. That's what I'm doing right now. But yeah, I'm going to bed. It's 1 in the morning. It's actually past 1 in the morning, but yeah. So, good night. Thanks for stopping by. Good to see everyone. Good to see you, Kiwi. Gonna be going to bed tomorrow. Probably gonna Oh, another thing. I like how live stream playback, the chat log. Yes. And on YouTube, is that what you mean? Like the YouTube chat log is replayed back? Because it doesn't do that on Twitch, I don't think. I think Twitch gets rid of chat after some time. Yeah, but it seems YouTube keeps it. Yeah. Yeah. Yep. It is nice. You can kind of see what was said and when it was said. It also adds like really good like documentation if you want to go back and see someone's live stream in the past. Say you're like trying to do research for something like on a specific person or whatever, and you know that they popped up in different live streams. Chat adds context to the audio. Yeah. All right, sounds good, nighty partner. Yep. Good night. Stay safe. Be good. Don't think get in trouble. And I will see y'all tomorrow, same time as usual. All right. It is weird. Otherwise, the streamer just replying to an unseen entity. It is weird. Yeah. All right. Y'all be safe. Bye bye.